Hello YouTube, it is AJ Flame here. I know it's been a while, been off for about a month. Yeah, there's a reason for that. School was kind of kicking my butt, so I decided to take a little break and get that done. Well, at least for the semester, so I can go ahead and make it a little easier for myself without having to keep on a track. But we have a deck list here. This, I guess, technically isn't really my deck. I guess it's my girlfriend's deck. We're getting into it, and well, this is what we have for our bees. It's a good deck. She's getting into Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's a very good. It's pretty fun. It's pretty nice. But we've been trying to get it as competitive as possible with the cards at our disposal, and if we have to pick up things, and we do along the way. We've gone through several iterations and different builds of this deck, and this is one that has been pretty settled on, and it's actually pretty decent. It's pretty nice. Now I will tell you, the inspiration for the most recent did come from that YCS top, so it's not a carbon copy, but it is. There are a ton of similarities. I forget his name, but props to him for that. But first, we're gonna start off pretty standard lineup, I guess. The Battle Wasp. We're not starting with the Beetroopers, by the way. It's triple sting, poison, triple pin the bullseye, and then one arbalest. So the reason for these sting the poison, excuse me, is your main combo starter. If you summon sting, excuse me, I keep getting all these V's mixed up. So summon sting, get the search. If you do, it's great. If you don't, then you'll most likely have extension. Use sting, search for pin, summon pin, and then extend on from there. And then during your opponent's turn, when you finish your combo, you summon back, sting, and then search arbalest for more follow-up, unless you have arbalest in your hand, but that leads to a whole different sort of scenario. And I'll be doing a whole combo vid on this deck after this video. So it'll be this video, a Beetrooper combo video, and then whatever comes next after that. And so that is it for the Battle Wasp cards. We really buzzing. And now for the Beetroopers, triple Scale Bomber, double Sting Lancer, one Mighty Neptune, and then one Assault Roller. So as you see, we don't play Scout Buggy in this list because it hard locks you into insects on the normal summon, and we don't want that. And plus, if it gets negated, then you're pretty much done unless you have some sort of extension. Now, Scale Bomber is super nice, and it chain blocking the effect of Sting the Poison, so you're most definitely getting the search unless they have Imperm or Effect Veiler. Sting Lancer is a form of extension as well as a searcher for your negate for that flying sting, that monster negate, and as well as I guess a pseudo DD Crow. Because what Sting Lancer reads, you can activate this card in your hand, target one insect in your graveyard, target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, and put them at the bottom of the deck, and then special summon this card. And then the on summon effect is to search a Beetrooper spell or trap card from your deck. And we have Heavy Beetrooper, Mighty Neptune. Mighty Neptune, it's a huge body, returns 3 banished from your banish into your main deck. So that is actually very important to your main deck. So it has to be, so it cannot be extra monster. You can't return link monsters or any type of monster from your extra deck. It has to be from the main deck, but it recycles your resources to summon itself, and it's a 3k body, and it gives another insect at the end phase 1000 attack, which I mean can kind of be nice, but kind of cannot be. And this does not activate also. So it's a condition. It's like Protos and like all those other things. I guess an inherent summon, but otherwise a summon that does not chain, however you want to word it. And nice extension, a 3k body. Again, Lightning Storm, put this thing in the defense position. It's just like, okay. And if it's destroyed by, I think it was battle or card effect, it just comes back. So yeah, destroyed or banished by opponent's card effect. So yeah, it comes back all the time, which is actually very nice. And then the Assault Roller, and again another form of extension. And then another form of extension doesn't activate, so it's another inherent summon or summon that does not start a chain. which is also extremely nice. The attack gain can kind of come up, but most of the time using this for extension. If it's short of battle, you can add a Beetrooper. That doesn't come up like at all, I guess. From what we've been testing, it doesn't really come up at all. And now for our regular generic insects. Of course, the triple copy of Resident Insect is pretty much literally the best card in the deck. Like I can't say anything else. This card is insane. Not once per turn lets you search a level 5 or higher insect, and then if banished lets you dump dump a insect type monster, just any insect. There's no restriction, which is absolutely insane. And now for this format, our C of choice is Retaliating C. We did start with Contact C, but we got later in the format, and then you just Contact C got a lot worse with especially Verite and Sword Soul around, because with Sword Soul, it's just as soon as you summon that monster, summon a monster, they just use it as synchro material, and you really do not want that. And plus, this really hurts decks like Shadow Invoked and anything that's pretty much. And I mean, if it hurts Phantom Knights, if they activate E-Tele, you have this in hand, then it gets the ball rolling a little bit then. But on the other hand, it doesn't. It serves its purposes every now and then. And also when it hits the graveyard, you can search an Earth insect monster with 1500 attack or less, which you're searching Resonance 100% of the time. And then the other two, we have Gokipole and the Gokipole Target, which is Shiny Black Sea Squatter, normal monster. So it's best to search a normal monster with the Gokipole so you can keep extending if you need that extension. If not, you can add, I guess, an Resonance Insects or another Beetrooper off of Gokipole, but it all depends on what you want to add, if you want extension or if you want follow up. Your choice. I'll show you later in the combo video. And Shiny Black Sea Squatter is just actually really nice against Striker, just because I guess it's a 2000 beast stick normal monster, and Striker needs to kind of hit effect monsters with their spells, so it's kind of nice. And then we have a Doomdozer, and then a Primitive Butterfly. Primitive Butterfly is a nice one of, if you draw it, have an empty board, just plop it on the board. It's very nice. And that is all of our insects. And now to our hand traps. We only have one monster hand trap. We have Triple Ash. We decided not to run Triple Veiler just because of all the extension that there is in the deck. So we just decided to go with 3 Ash. And then our package. Since we're not running the Scout Buggy and locks you into insects, we are running that DPE package. Whoopsies. So we got the Triple Future Destiny, the Dasher, and the Celestial. In this deck, it's actually very nice because most of the time, it's really nice. It's really nice on the crackback and the follow-up, which is very nice, and the versatility is really nice also. And if you manage to get DPE and Atlas on the board at the same time, you can activate DPE's effect. I guess non-target destroy Atlas, and then another card on your opponent's field. And Atlas won't be destroyed due to its ability not to be destroyed by card effects, which is absolutely amazing. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. But y'all know what DPE is. Our other spells: Double Scent, free token, and if you have Atlas or Neptune on the board, pop a spell trap. Very nice, helps out mine in certain circumstances. One Called By and one Foolish. Enough said about those two. Extension and then Called By is Called By. And now for our traps, we got 4. So we got Flying Sting and then the triple Imperm. I know I could have put Imperm in the hand trap section, but I'm used to just putting Imperm in the trap section because Imperm is very nice. And Imperm, enough said. It's like you're running a Veiler, but I guess dodging triple tactics and stuff like that. So that is why. And now we're going to go ahead and head on to the extra deck section of this profile. We have double Atlas, double Armor Horn. We have 1 DPE, 1 Verte, 1 Apo, 1 Access Code, a Unicorn, 1 Papillon, double Pico Felina, 1 Wind the Wind Charmer, a Link Spider, and then Talmogrant Almarash. Now, one thing that does happen a lot is this deck does die to Nibiru a lot. If you get nibbed, a lot of people are running Nibiru in the main deck just because of decks like PK and I guess pretty much everything that summons. It's big combos, and so they most likely are running Nibiru. which is honestly why I did think about trying the crossout package, but unfortunately I don't own crossouts. It is what it is, but it is whatever. But Link Spider, obviously, that reason. Link it off, and then Window Wind Charmer, I guess if they droll you, it's nice because you make this summon back the droll, I guess extend as much as possible, summon back the droll, make a Verte do that. Very, very nice. Pigoflania is a very important part of combo, so is Papillon, which I will show you guys in the next video here. Well, yeah, just in the next video. And most people run Atlas at 1, but I think 2 is kind of nice because if they at the first one, you don't really have a way of getting to the second one, just in case they do, and it is very likely that they do out it, even if they just run over it, or if they, I guess, send it or banish it. But without not being able to target this, it's actually very, difficult to out, so most of the time they have to run it over, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So, well, I mean, if it's under 3k, or it's 3k or under, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you only use that power up effect when you are sure there is no more interaction that your opponent has. So you bait out everything else, and then you can go ahead and boost this attack, unless you already use the effect of special summon. Then you can't, then you just attack. But you make Atlas on the second turn. You don't first turn make Atlas. And then if you do that, you can go ahead and just swing for game. And I hope you guys enjoyed the list. Like I said, I'll post the combo video for this deck profile pretty soon. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna try and be more on it. Well, like I said, school is rough. I'm a student trying to graduate and make it through those last few semesters. But if you like the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. Also, go ahead and check out my Twitter. I update my Twitter a lot, actually. I'm on Twitter more than I am uploading content and streaming, but it is what it is. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.